Hello, Year 3, and welcome to your English video for today. It is Thursday, the 4th of March, and we're going to be exploring a little bit more of Chapter 2 of The Iron Man. So we're going to read the rest of it. Now, if you remember the other day, we got up to the part where the Iron Man had fallen in the hole and it went crash. So there is quite a bit of a chunk of it left. I'll try and get through it as quickly as I can. And then I'll explain the activity for today. Okie doke, superstars. The Iron Man vanished. He was in the pit. The Iron Man had fallen into the pit. Hogarth went close. The earth was shaking as the Iron Man struggled underground. Hogarth peered over the torn edge of the great pit. Far below, too deep, headlamps glared up at him from the pitch blackness. He could hear the Iron Man's insides grinding down there, and it sounded like a big lorry grinding its gears on a steep hill. Hogarth set off. He ran home with great news. And as he passed the cottages on the way, and as he turned down the lane towards the farmer's farm, he was shouting, "The Iron Man's in the trap, and we've caught the Iron Giant." When the farmers saw the Iron Man wallowing in the deep pit, they sent up a great cheer. Hooray! They glared up towards them. His eyes burned from red to purple, from purple to white, from white to fiery, whirling black and red, and the cogs inside him ground and screeched. But he could not climb out of the steep-sided pit. Then, under the lights of the car headlamps, the farmers brought bulldozers and earth pushers, and they began to push in on top of the struggling Iron Man all the earth they had dug when they first made the pit, and that they piled off to one side. The Iron Man roared again as the earth began to fall on him, but soon he roared no more. Soon the pit was full of earth. Soon the Iron Man was buried, silent, packed down under all the soil, while the farmers piled the earth over him in a mound and in a hill. They went to and fro over the mound on their new tractors, which they brought since the Iron Man ate all the old ones, and they packed all the earth down hard. Then they all went home, talking cheerfully. They were all sure they had seen the last of the Iron Man. Only Hogarth felt suddenly sorry. He felt guilty. It was he, after all, who lured the Iron Man into the pit. And that is the end of chapter 2. So what we're going to do now, we're going to have a look at a table that I've created that we're going to explore today in a little bit of detail. Okay, superstars, off we go. So you can see here that it is English. It is Thursday, the 4th of March. And today what we're going to do, we are going to chunk a plot into a series of events. Now, I have put a section of this sheet on Class Dojo that you can edit on there. You can draw it out yourself, or what you could do, you could print it off if you wanted as well. There's the option on the website to print it off. So what we're going to do, if I scroll down a little bit, you can see that it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. I don't know what's happened in the middle here. I do apologise. So we've got 5 parts, and this is the chapter 2, all broken down just into 5 different parts. And what we're going to do, we're going to talk about what is happening in each part, okay? We make it very, very basic because it says extract the basic plot, which means think about the caption on the side, the little bit of detail here, and make it really basic, not about the Iron Man, but just as basic as you can. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this, and I'm going to do the first 2 for you so you can use this in your own work today. So it says here, Hogarth goes fishing. And if you remember right at the beginning of chapter 2, Hogarth goes fishing, doesn't he? And he hears the owls and everything. So in this part here, what we're going to think about is what Hogarth is actually doing, okay? Now, Hogarth is one of the main characters. So I'm going to write one of the main characters here. And what he's actually doing is that he's doing something that he's interested in, and that is called a hobby. One of the main characters is taking part in a hobby. There we go, done. How easy and simple is that? So we're going to have a look at the next one now, and it says the Iron Man appears. Hogarth tells his dad, because the Iron Man comes and Hogarth spots him, doesn't he? And then he goes and tells his dad. So what we're going to write here is that the Iron Man isn't a normal character, is he? He's a little bit mysterious. He makes us, and the character's a little bit frightened. So what I'm going to write here is a scary, and I'm going to do slash mysterious character, because that's what we've discussed that the Iron Man is, just appears. Don't know where he's come from, do we? So appears. And then what I'm going to go on is that it says Hogarth tells his dad. So one of the main characters goes and reports, tell his findings. Okay, so goes and oh no, I'm going to change that. Reports his sightings. So reports talks about what he's seen. So you can see how easy I've just done that. Now, these are a little bit more challenging, okay? So you won't be able to just fire them out just like I have done. But like I said, you can use the first two to really help you with that, and you can build up on them from there. Remember, here, we do not mention the characters' names because it's not about the Iron Man. It's just about the events that are happening, okay? So you could use the scary, mysterious character to describe the Iron Man, one of the main characters to describe Hogarth, and think about what they are doing, okay? Once you've done, please send it back to me so I can see it, because on Monday, yay, when we are in school, we are going to be working on this. Okay, have a super day. Good luck with this work, superstars, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.